Oh, this is H, and this is another video about Starcraft. And in this video, I will make a small review
What's
of
going on?
Starcraft 2. It's a real-time strategy game, and
Go
it's
ahead.
really based on the micromanage and the kind of time you spend in doing different things. It's kind of like Warcraft 3, just in
Huh?
another genre. The main point
In the
is
rear with the
it's
gear.
actually the same developer, and it's Blizzard. I think it's Blizzard. Isn't that right, Fred? Alright, it's Blizzard. Alright,
Yes.
first of all,
Self-destruct
you
in
start
5,
off with,
4,
alright,
3,
the
2.
first race is just Terran, I just forgot that one. The first race you see here is the Terran, and I will just explain how the different races is compared to each other, like, what's the difference between all races is, and like that. Alright, first of all, the Terran is the human race, because there's three races. There's human, also called Terran,
SCV
is the
ready.
alien, high technology, alien, kinda like warping energy field like aliens called Protoss, I think. And then there's the creepy, nasty alien, like in alien movies and stuff
SCV
like that.
ready.
Aliens that's called the Zerg, and they are pretty nasty creepers. And they do. I can just show you in a little bit. Alright, first of all, humans is the Terran players, and the specific of Terran
SCV
players
ready.
is that they can
Yo.
build anywhere else. Compared to other
Yeah.
races, they cannot build anywhere
It's
else.
your dime.
If a human slash Terran
Yep.
likes to build
Roger.
right here, they can do so. So they just build it right
SCV
here
ready.
if they want to. They can build wherever they want to. Alright, not the refinery.
You're the
But
boss.
yeah, right there, whatever. Alright, I just forgot to mention that there's two core resources of this game. There's minerals and there's gas
Bad
and
news.
Vespene geysers, and you will only be able to get Vespene geysers
Yeah.
if you have built a refinery or a simulator or a extractor on the Vespene geyser. Else you would not be able to get the gas thing. Vespene gas, yes, it's called Vespene gas. The most general and very important is the minerals, because you will
scared
need
me.
minerals for everything in
Sure
this
thing.
game. Like, most of the building only requires minerals, but if you go down to the more advanced technologies and stuff
Additional
like
supply
that, you
depots
won't be able
required.
to do anything without Vespene gas. Right now I am supply capped, so I am going to build a
Big
supply
job,
depot,
huh?
which is pretty nice, because it has a lower function, so it will be able to, like, I'll just show you this time right here. I can build, like, if you have a lot of supply depots, you don't like them to be like blocking your units, you can just lower it,
Move it.
and then you can
Yes,
use a
sir.
bypass, and by that means you can actually
Woo-hoo.
I don't know,
Overtime.
I haven't really tested it out
We
yet, but I
hear
think
ya.
you can make a wall kinda
Gotcha.
gate right here, so you will be able to, like, having
I'm going.
your buildings here and a, like, kind of gate, so you can open and close your door to your base, and you can just have like marines
Go
and
ahead.
units to protect your front door, I think. So that's pretty handy.
Huh?
The Terran race is very
Yep.
mobile race. They are
Yeah,
very
whatever.
strong, I think. But they are also,
Will do.
I think they're pretty simple if you
Well,
just take the time to understand them.
SCV ready.
So far I have only been playing like 2-3 games, I think, but I think I'll understand a little bit. But this is a very mobile race. I really recommend new players to play as a Terran player,
SCV
because
ready.
I think they're the most easiest race to play at the moment in the game. But so far, the Terran can go for several strategies. Like, they can go for very biological.
You scared
They can
me.
go for a lot of
Will
ground
do.
units and light unit that can
In the rear
easily
with the
be
gear.
destroyed, or they can go for a
You're the
more
boss.
tank like builds.
Well, butter
They can
my
go for a
biscuit.
huge factory slash airship, or a lot of things they can do. You might see some futuristic videos about some special strategies. But one of the main
Big
things is
job,
that
huh?
Terran have 3 producing buildings. They have barracks, they have the factory, and the starport. No other building can produce units, and that's just like that's pretty simple compared to the other races you might see later on. So far, you have all the production buildings have a possibility to add on a special tech lab or a special I don't know what it's called. I think alright, reactor. Alright, and the tech lab will allow you to build like more advanced units like marauders and reapers and ghosts. Well, ghosts you need like a ghost academy, like it's tier 3 I think. And the reactor allows you to build like 2 units at the same time, and that's very great. So imagine if you have like 2 barracks with 2, let's say 2 reactors. It really counts like you have 4 barracks. The speed that you will train your units, so that's very nice. Humans, I mean a Terran can be very aggressive because they can use those reactors to really pump out units very quickly, and they're very powerful. Alright, I will just go to another race. I think it will be Protoss right now, to explain you a little bit about the differences between Protoss and the Terran. So yeah, and now to the Zerg. The Zerg race is the creepy nasty crawlers. You can see those zombie kind of alien things. Those is drones, and they are the workers for Zerg. And Zerg is, you know, creepy crawlers. Alright, first of all, the Zerg is a little bit different. By the way, this is a overlord, and they are like the same as a supply building. So to get more supply, you just need to build an overlord right here. And just to get into the mechanics of building units, hatchery is the only one that you can build units from. Sorry, and like humans can, Terran can build barracks while they can produce units from the barracks. They can also use to train SCVs. So they can do multiply things while they can just make a great army while they can make a SCV. But this time you have to make a decision whether to make drones or to make an army with your lava that spawns out of your hatchery. So that's pretty hard decision to make sometimes. To build stuff, you need to build it on creep. If you don't build it on creep, you can't really build it. But anyways, if you do not have creep on the building, like if you're building, let's say right now I need this building, a spawning pool, and a spawning pool is the same. Let's say to build and create more units, like alright, I don't like to stick with drones and overlords in the whole game. I want circlings. I just built one building for the circlings, and that's the spawning pool. And you'll just, well, when that's finished, you can just, instead of only having 2 opportunities, I can now have the new opportunity to make circlings, and as well with other things. Alright, and with building stuff with the Zerg, it's like kind of like the same as the Night Elf with the Warcraft 3. Your unit, your worker will disappear. Actually, it was Zerg, every unit will disappear. So not only some few buildings with Night Elf will disappear. In Zerg, every worker will disappear in every building. Alright, but you can take advantage of it, because you'll see, like, a extractor, the Vespine Geyser building, is only cost like 25 minerals, and that's pretty low. So you can actually, like, it does really count for itself. It isn't really that huge of a deal, because it's pretty much cheaper to use it. It's cheaper to get the buildings, because the buildings is a lot cheaper, but you need to sacrifice your worker to get it. So that's a win-win situation, kind of like. Anyways, right here I have some circlings, so that's pretty nice. You might wonder, oh shit, there's no really that much of lava. So right now I think I'm opting to go for, let's say, roaches. Roaches is another kind of, let's say, an upgrade for the circlings. Let's just say that. Roach, to create, as I already told, like to create a roach, you need just the special building for the roaches. Like for roach, you just need a building that's called the roach warren, and then you can get upgrades, and you will be able to create roaches. And of course, if you're gonna build some other units, you just have to build specific building. Like Hydralisk, you just need to build a Hydralisk den. Infestors, you just need to build an infestation pit. A Mutalisk, you just need to build a spire. Or all the air corruptors and stuff like that, it's the same like the spire. And as well, Ultralisks needs a Ultralisk caverns. So that's pretty logic. Alright, now I have the Roach Warren. I can get upgrades as you see here. Now I will create some roaches, because now I can create roaches. You might think this is going too slow, and if a, like, let's say Terran player is just massing up a lot of SCVs, he can just mass up a lot of SCVs while he's massing up a great huge army of all his barracks. But you might think that, but after you have created the spawning pool, you will be able to birth a queen.